Hey, good morning, guys. It is Monday morning, and I've already been in the gym. Good job, Will. Uh, and I'm on my way to work. Um, and it was weird. You guys know we're still at the apartment, and it's I had to just break down and just go over my gratitude list with God and how I just really appreciated having a place to stay. You know, food to eat, clothes to wear. I just really, I just had to like, really kind of work that thing because, we can really get into our own head with our selfishness on all the things that aren't working, and so, that can happen so easily for us now, especially for me. I'll start talking about all, you guys saw the first couple of videos when we did the move and the shower didn't work and the sink was busted and the washing machine broke. And I just had to start laughing, because it was just a lot of stuff that just fell apart at once, and then the hits just kept coming, and it's so easy for us to focus on the failures, and I was getting in my car today, and I had the urge to drive by the house that we were renting before to take a look at it. I just wanted to see what the landlord was painting and what he had done and what he'd done differently. But the real issue was that I was missing having that bigger space. I was missing having a house because we're in an apartment. And something told me, don't go back. Don't go back there. And I think, and I thought about that whole, it was only like a couple seconds that the whole mental battle went in my head. And I thought about how difficult it is for addicts to go from addiction to a solid recovery, because there's that in between phase from point A to point B that you're just in this kind of uncomfortable limbo where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going on, and everything is new and scary and terrifying. And that's probably the most dangerous time in the whole journey towards recovery, because you haven't discovered recovery yet. I mean, I think about it in the Bible when the children of Israel went from slavery of they were in slavery for 400 years, and then Moses came and rescued them, and they started to complain right after they got through the Red Sea. And I laugh because it's so real for me, because they had created a comfortable misery in slavery. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? They had created a comfortable familiarity with failure, with disappointment, with settling for less, with living with sickness, with living in chaos, with settling for abuse. And that had become their normal. And when they were taken out of their normal with the promise of getting to the promised land, that sounds great. That sounds wonderful. But until you get there, it's terrifying. And so I was thinking about that, you know, because right now we're in the in between phase between going from what we had to where we are to where we're going. You know, the house that we are working on closing is beautiful. It's incredible. But we're not there yet. And so during that in-between phase is the most critical part of our journey, because we have to maintain the commitment to move forward and not go back. Don't and I mean, you guys know I think of a lot of stories in the Bible, and I think about the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, where Lot and his wife were told to escape, and they're running from this city that's being firebombed and destroyed, and they were instructed, don't turn back, don't turn back, and Lot's wife turned back to look because she loved the place she was at, and she died. And I think about a lot of us struggling to break free of the dysfunction that we have grown to love. But we know if we go back, we'll die. I mean, so many people talk to me in counseling that know if they go back to their addiction, they will die. Not just their dreams, not just their relationships, but they will physically destroy themselves in all areas. And how many of us struggle with the temptation to go back and just die? So yeah, that was kind of my thought this morning as I decided not to go back and look at the house and to just keep pushing forward. I was listening to this song while I was on the ARC trainer this morning, and I was killing it, man. I was killing it. I mean, everything was burning. And this one, I think it's like a military song, but it's got a real a faith-based theme to it, because it talks about pushing on, regardless of what's happening. Keep pushing on, and I was really grooving. I was really digging it. But I think about how applicable that is to my life, to keep pushing on. And so that's just kind of my message for today, for you guys to not turn back and to keep pushing forward. There's nothing in the rearview mirror that you need. Everything is ahead of you. So I love you guys. I'm keeping you guys in prayer. And this week is going to be an incredible week, because I said so. All right. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.